Earth by Rabindranath Tagore, translated from his poem Prithibi. Accept my homage, Earth, as I make my last obeisance of the day, bowed at the altar of the setting sun. You are mighty and knowable only by the mighty. You counterfeit charm and severity, compounded of male and female. You sway human life with unbearable conflict. The cup that your right hand fills with nectar is smashed by your left. Your playground rings with your mocking laughter. You make heroism hard to attain. You make excellence costly. You are not merciful to those who deserve mercy. Ceaseless warfare is hidden in your plans. Their crops and fruits are victories won from struggle. Land and sea are your cruel battlefields. Life proclaims its triumph in the face of death. Civilization rests its foundation upon your cruelty. Ruin is the penalty exacted for any shortcoming. In the first chapter of your history, demons were supreme, harsh, barbaric, brutish. Their clumsy thick fingers lacked earth. With clubs and mallets in hand, they rioted over sea and mountains. Their fire smoke turned sky into nightmare. They controlled the inanimate world. They had blind hatred of life. Gods came next. By their spells they subdued the demons. The insolence of matter was crushed. Mother Earth spread out her green mantle. On the eastern peaks stood dawn. On the western seashore, evening descended, dispensing peace from her chalice. The shackled demons were humbled, but primal barbarity has kept its grips on your history. It can suddenly invade order with anarchy. From the dark recesses of your being, it can suddenly emerge like a snake. Its madness is in your blood. The spells of the gods resound through sky, air, and forest. Sung solemnly day and night, high and low. But from regions under your surface, sometimes half-tamed demons raise their serpent hoods. They goad you into wounding your own creatures, into ruining your own creation. At your footstool, mounted on evil as well as good, to your vast and terrifying beauty, I offer today my scarred life's homage. I touch your huge buried store of life and death, feel it throughout my body and mind. The corpses of numberless generations of men lie heaped on in your dust. I too shall add a few fistfuls, the final measure of my joys and pains, add them to that name absorbing, shape absorbing, fame absorbing, silent pile of dust. Earth, clamped into rock of fleeting into clouds, wrapped in meditation in the silence of a ring of mountains, or noisy with the roar of sleepless sea waves, your beauty and abundance, terror and famine. On the one hand, acres of crops bent with ripeness brushed free of dew each morning by delicate sunbeams, with sunset too sending through their rippling greenness joy, joy. On the other, in your sky, barren, sickly deserts, the tons of ghost amid strewn animal bones. I have watched your Boishak storms swoop like black hawks, reaping the horizon with lightning beaks. The whole sky roars like a rampant lion, lashing tail whipping up trees till they crash on the ground in despair. Thatched roof break loose, raise before the wind like convicts from their chains. But I have known in Falgun the warm south breeze spread all the white rhapsodies and soliloquies of love in the scent of mango blossoms, seen the foaming wine of heaven overflow from the moon's goblet. Heart coppices suddenly submit to winds, temporary importunity, and burst into breathless rustlings. You are gentle and fierce, ancient and renewing. You emerged from the sacrificial fire of primal creation, immeasurably long ago. Your cyclic pilgrimages, littered with meaningless remnants of history. You abandon your creations without regret, strew them layer upon layer, forgotten. Guardian of life, you nurture us in your cages of fragmented time, boundaries to all our games, limits to all renown. Today, I stand before you without illusion. I do not ask at your door for immortality. For the many days and nights I have spent weaving you garlands, but if I have given true value to my small seed in a tiny segment of one of the years that open and close like blinks in the millions and millions of years of your solar round, if I have won from the trials of life a scrap of success, then mark my brow with a sign made from your clay, to be rubbed out in time by the night in which all signs fade into final unknown. O aloof, ruthless earth, before I am utterly forgotten, let me place my homage at your feet.